Students across the 4 states are in their final stretch of high school. I'm Zach Dodge with what's being done to make sure everyone can attend graduation ceremonies. Coming up.
COVID-19 put a Joplin woman in a hospital bed on a ventilator for months, but she fought back and is now returning home.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The KBI and Coffeyville police provide an update on a death investigation, and they've now confirmed it's a homicide. This is KOAM News at 6. KBI says it's still working to determine who the victim is, but they've made an arrest in connection with his death. No official charges have been filed. The victim was found yesterday around 1709 Spruce in Coffeyville, Kansas. This is a developing story. Once more details are released, you can see them here on air or online at KOAMnewsnow.com. Thousands of high school students all across the area are preparing for graduation ceremonies. It's something they've all earned after a year that was made tough by the pandemic. KOAM's Zach Dodge has how excited some of them are and what they're doing to make sure everyone can attend.
Diamond seniors Emily Metter and JC Starks are leaving their mark all over the principal's car.
We picked Principal's Day to do our senior prank, so it was like a all 2-in-1 kind of thing. So we decided to sticky note his car.
In the year with a sticky note bang.
43 students in Diamond will be walking across the stage in only a week. So they're in the final stretch and don't want to see anyone get quarantined and have to miss it.
When families or students or parents see big events down the road, I think they're maybe a little more diligent in staying socially distanced from people, staying away from big public events. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have any of that happen.
In Joplin, more than 400 students are graduating, so if anyone has to be quarantined, the school wouldn't be able to postpone. Senior Emma Anthony is making sure that doesn't happen to her.
Watching like big areas with people, trying to keep my mask on when I can, staying away from people I don't necessarily have to be around.
Just, stay safe, don't do anything silly that would jeopardize, you participating in graduation, and they won't. I think seniors are super excited.
Metter and Starks aren't taking the moment for granted, especially after seeing the last graduating class have to wait for their graduation.
I'm so very thankful that we have gotten through all the steps this year in order for us to have a graduation in time.
It's always been the moment I've looked up to. I have 2 older sisters. I got to watch them walk down on the last one, and I'm so ready.
In Diamond and Joplin, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
Joplin's graduation ceremony will be on May 16th in the high school gym. The Jasper County Health Department is reporting another COVID-19 related death. This patient was a man in his 50s. The latest death brings the county's total now to 156. A Joplin woman who wasn't expected to survive a severe case of COVID-19 returned home today for the first time in months. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky has more on her recovery.
After being on life support for months, surviving a stroke, and relying on a feeding tube, Jen Parks is ready to start living life again. The Joplin resident contracted COVID-19 in November and suffered severe symptoms.
She was on a ventilator for 3 months, and she was in intensive care for, since November. She was in intensive care. They didn't think she'd make it.
And the fact that she survived a case of COVID this severe is nothing short of a miracle.
She didn't know if she was going to walk. She didn't know what was going to happen.
Now she's back home for the first time since November. To commemorate this day, friends, family, and staff from God's Resort surprised the survivor with signs and prayers.
It's wonderful. Without people praying for me and without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
She says her loved ones were told she had a low chance of surviving at all.
It was rough. They didn't think the doctors told her I wasn't going to live, to give up on me. But my mom wouldn't give up, and my church family wouldn't give up.
After leaving the ICU, Parks was sent to a nursing home to begin her journey to recovery.
I didn't think I'd ever walk out of the nursing home. I didn't think I'd ever be able to walk.
Now, she's working toward her goal of being able to fully walk using a walker and eventually to get back to normal life.
To drive, because my driver's license on 11/11/2020 expired, and I was supposed to get a new driver's license. Ultimately, I want to go back to work.
In Joplin, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
Parks will share her full story with the community on May 16th at God's Resort. Checking in with Doug Heady. Nice day out there, Doug.
Yeah, a beautiful Friday for us today. We've had mostly sunny skies. Temperatures fantastic, just about perfect, right around 80 during the afternoon. And you can see clear skies. This is what we're going to continue to see as we go through the rest of the evening hours. You have to travel south before you do find any clouds across parts of Arkansas and also Oklahoma. All right, out through parts of Texas, this is our next little wave that is spinning in northern parts of Mexico, and that's going to start to affect us by the time we get into tomorrow night and also on Sunday. But until then, we look great. Temps right now into the upper 70s. The winds are fairly light. They're going to pick up a little bit for us tomorrow, but through the evening hours, we're going to slip back through the 70s, 60s, eventually into the mid-50s later on tonight. So a very nice evening on tap. Of course, we're going to break down the weekend, all coming up here in just a little bit now.
All right, catch you then. Thanks, Doug. The Kansas Supreme Court today ruled a state law barring wrongful birth lawsuits is valid and constitutional. The ruling comes after a case in which a Kansas woman tried to sue her doctor for failing to detect abnormalities in the fetus before the child was born. In a statement, Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt reacted to the ruling, saying, quote, "I am pleased we have successfully defended this important statute enacted by the legislature. In Kansas, the birth of a child should be cause for celebration, not for the law to award damages because the child was wrongfully born." A man accused of shooting a Missouri officer yesterday is dead. Officials say the suspect died in a confrontation with officers and deputies in Lincoln County. They have not released the man's name, but say he shot a 41-year-old officer in the leg during a traffic stop. The officer was treated and released from the hospital. Lincoln County Sheriff's deputies went to the suspect's home, and they say they found him in his vehicle. They say he drove off, leading to a short chase. Authorities say the chase ended when the armed man got out of the car and fired at them. Deputies returned fire, killing the man.
I heard a pop, and I knew exactly what he said, and I hit the ground. I backed up, and that guy shot at the cops quite a few times, and then they finally went ahead and shot him. He started walking back towards the car to reload. He was messing around in his door, and then he turned back around, and that's whenever they finally got him.
2 deputies involved in the shooting are now on administrative leave as officials investigate. Still ahead, Special Olympics athletes get the full game day experience at Pitt State. And the Miami High School Student Council is playing genie and granting a wish for a classmate. Pitt State football partners with Kansas Special Olympics to hold Victory Day at Carney Smith Stadium. It's a chance for the Special Olympics athletes to get the game day experience at PSU with one-on-one time with coaches and players. Started with each athlete getting their own PSU jersey. After that, they got to take the traditional gorilla walk into Carney Smith Stadium. Then it was time to hit the field. Each athlete was paired up with a Pitt State player, working through drills and even scoring a few touchdowns.
A big part of our program is connection, and whether that's connecting within our program or connecting with the people outside of our program, it's so critical to us. And we're developing young people, and for them to have the opportunity to share with others and to connect with others, I think is really a big part of who we want to be.
We really want them to know, like, we're here to support them no matter what, and you know, we back our community, we back our kids no matter what.
A great idea. A Miami, Oklahoma teen's wishes are coming true thanks to his classmates. Holden Proctor is a junior at Miami High School. He has Huntington's disease. Huntington's disease is a terminal genetic disorder that causes the progressive breakdown of nerve cells in the brain. The Miami High School Student Council raised more than $9,000 to go toward his wish. Now, he hasn't quite figured out what he wants, but the family has some ideas.
right now we're thinking about probably a swimming pool that would help him with physical therapy and things also, and plus it give us family time and outdoors and not have to worry about worrying about COVID, and something for him to do at home.
Holden has also wished for a decked out man cave with gaming systems and flat screen TVs. Later, our morning show staycation series takes us down, way down to Knoll, Missouri.
Plus, our temperatures are going to warm up a bit over the next couple days. Also some rain chances. We'll look at that coming up. It has definitely turned out to be a beautiful Friday for us today. Crystal clear blue skies, warm temperatures right around 80. Allergies are up there though on a scale of 1 to 10. Today is at 10, and they are going to drop a little bit tomorrow into the moderate range, but still, I mean, they're going to be high as we go through the next couple days. Look at our temps: 80 in Chanute, 79 in Welch, 79 in Miami, 78 in Anderson, Nevada sitting at 78, Pittsburgh checking in also at 78 degrees, and the winds have been fairly light. It's just been a fantastic day and also evening. These are going to pick up a bit out of the south for us tomorrow. It's not going to be windy, but it's going to be breezy with south winds at about 10 to 20. Look at the crystal clear blue skies looking south from our station, sitting at 78, north winds at 6. Humidity is low, and it's going to stay really low for us tonight and then again into tomorrow. We're going to slide back through the 70s, 60s. Kind of cool, but a nice night down into the mid 50s. For overnight lows. Crystal clear blue skies, nothing is going on here. In fact, most of the central plains look pretty good. You have to travel south before you find any clouds or showers or thunderstorms, and this is due to a wave that is kind of spinning out across northern parts of Mexico. It's been hanging out here for about a day, but you can see the spin. Here's the jet stream. That kind of moves all the storm systems along, but because the jet stream's up here and he's down here, he's just kind of hanging out, but he's slowly going to drift in our direction over the next 36 to 48 hours. We can go through time tomorrow, kind of lifts through Texas, and then lifts in as this system drops in, kind of kicks it out. So we're going to get some rain chances with this system as we go into Sunday, and then as this system comes in, this will also give us chances for showers and thunderstorms by the time we head into Monday and then into Tuesday. But tonight's going to be fine. Most of tomorrow looks good. Let's go into tomorrow morning, mid 50s. We'll get some clouds in here, especially tomorrow afternoon, but I think tomorrow's going to be a pretty good day. We should warm near 80 degrees as we head into the afternoon. So here's your forecast for you. Starting at 55, 74 by noon, high temp up to 80, south winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Let's go through tomorrow night. Clouds continue to thicken. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few showers in here late tomorrow night into Sunday morning, and then late Sunday morning into the afternoon. We're going to start to get these pop-up little thunderstorms. I think most of the severe weather will stay to our south, but pop-up thunderstorms with these as we go through Sunday afternoon. Then on Monday, a cold front drops in. Here's Monday afternoon. With the front, I think we're going to get some thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong, if not severe. So we got to keep our eyes on that on Monday afternoon. Then on the back side of the system, just some showers sticking around by the time we head into Tuesday. 55 tonight, 80 tomorrow, 75 Sunday, 83 on Monday, so we really warm up. We do cool down a bit, back into the 60s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but back into the 70s by next Friday.
Plenty of rain chances and some storm chances, and
yeah,
you'll keep us aware.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, our staycation series deep into the heart of Southwest Missouri, and I mean very deep into Bluff Dwellers Cave. It's no secret the Ozarks can be absolutely breathtaking. Plenty of natural beauty to be seen both above ground and below. Today's four-state staycation takes us to McDonald County, Missouri, where a local family unearthed a hidden gem. KOAM photojournalist Liam Mandelbaum gives us an inside look.
We are in Bluff Dwellers Cave, just south of Knoll, Missouri. actually a caver before I became a geologist. I loved caving as a young adult, and I had already earned a business management degree, but I thought, you know what, I love caves enough, I want this to be my career. So I didn't think that I'd end up in a show cave, but honestly it's an amazing place to be because I get to share my passions with the whole world, and that's really nice. So this cave has been in the family for over 100 years, although they didn't know they had it for all that time. It was discovered in 1925 on the family's land, and then they opened it for tours in 1927, and we've been open ever since, still owned by the same family. Arthur Browning had noticed a small hole on top of a hill where he could see steam in the winter and cool breezes in the summer. And in 1925, they were building a highway which was going to cut right through all of Arthur's farmland. And the gentlemen who were surveying for that highway asked him about caves, and he mentioned that hole, and they opened it up enough that they could squeeze in on their bellies, and well, the rest, as we say, is history. We opened for tours in 1927. So generally we have people come visit, so we're interacting with guests. They go through our museum, which is full of geology from all over the world actually, so it's a really neat educational museum. And then they take an hour-long tour of our cave. So I have tour guides that are well-versed in the cave's history, geology, biology, and they take people through the cave and show them a world that most people don't get to see every day. And there's just a little bit of everything for everyone here.
If you're interested in checking out Bluff Dwellers Cave for yourself, you should know it's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Admission runs $20 for people 12 and up or $10 for ages 4 to 11. We're going to have more information on our morning show page at KOAMnewsnow.com. Final check on the weather is next. Take time now to honor a local veteran. Peter Nisich was a paratrooper in the U.S. Army. He jumped into Italy during World War II with the 82nd Airborne Division, his hometown, Carthage. And we are proud to salute Peter Nisich. He's tonight's four-state hero. And here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Tonight at 9, we'll bring you the story of a Joplin woman whose recovery from COVID-19 is being called a miracle by some. Plus, how local high schoolers are preparing for graduation in the pandemic. And Scammon is celebrating the grand opening of its event center. We'll tell you why it's so special. Those stories and a lot more tonight on the KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Chris Warner, thanks. Nice night out there, Doug. We have more nice weather ahead of us.
Yeah, it looks really good for the evening hours. We're going to slide back through the 70s, eventually mid-50s later on tonight. Tomorrow looks great, 80. Some scattered showers, a few thunderstorms trying to sneak in by late morning on Sunday, and then a better chance for thunderstorms Monday. Some of those could be strong to severe, so plenty of rain chances in the forecast, but at least tomorrow looks fantastic.
Nice weekend to get outside for the most part. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.